Peace and blessings. Good morning. Happy Thursday. It's me again, Dr. Sabrina and Jai, back resuming our weekly check-ins. And in the check-in, this is a glorious opportunity for you, all of you, to ask a question from your heart and for me to take all of me and my experience and what I know to be true from my work and also from my life to giving you an answer that comes right here from my heart as well. So this week's check-in comes from GT, and the question is, Dear Dr. Sabrina, I'm a middle-aged woman with an 87-year-old dad. He was rarely present my entire life, even though we lived in the same house. He is now struggling with dementia, and I am struggling in caring for him. What's your best advice? Well, I first want to honor GT that with your question, it makes perfect sense. And I want to remind us all that our families are this glorious teaching ground for how to be in the world. And no one has the capacity to hurt us more than the people that raised us and the people that we are raised with. And so to look at your dad now in his 80s and feel a trickle of the resentment of the things that he didn't do when you were younger, it makes perfect sense. And then there's also an opportunity for the two of you to have a new relationship, to consider that the man that raised you 50, 60 years ago and the frail man that's sitting before you at 80, 90 years old might not be completely the same person, in the same way that you are not the same person that you were 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years ago. Of course, elements of you have remained unchanged, but there's other elements of you that are gloriously transformed. And so the best advice I can give you is to look for those parts in your dad. Look at him closely. Peer into his eyes. Notice when he's sleeping. Feel the landscape of his face. Notice his body. Ask him questions. See if you might be able to unfold some of his story, which may give you a clearer picture of some of the decisions that he made that may have hurt you in the past. So the best advice is to step in and see your dad through the lens of mercy. You can't go back there and change what he did, and what he did may have been wrong, and I believe you. And you can change the present moment that you have with him. And the question that I want to invite you to ask yourself is, how do I want him to leave this earth? In what state do I want our relationship to be in before he leaves? And one of the promises that I have made to myself with my own parents, and I've invited other people to do, is to just notice what's right here in the furrow of your brow when you speak to this person. And if you can't figure out what to say or what to do, if you can make that your intention. Just for today, I will softly, softly caress that furrow in my brow until my eyes can see my dad with new, glorious light. See what's in there. Write about it. Write to me. Speak to him. Ask him questions. Ask yourself questions. I love that question, and I can't wait for you to tell me more about how it was for you. Thank you so much. Peace and blessings.